Welcome back to Conversation Podcast. It's your boy Drew. And of course, I'm going to continue to talk a little bit today about the war going over in Iran, involving Israel, United States, and of course, Iran. But I was watching media today and I ran across this very interesting article and clip about Uganda. Now, most of you know Uganda is actually an African nation, and they've been struggling for many years with leadership, their own government, the organization, and how they treat their own people. Governments over there are very corrupt. Again, governments everywhere are corrupt. But this particular article kind of struck a nerve with me. Okay, Uganda, the leadership in Uganda actually pledged a group of 100,000 soldiers to go fight for Israel. I said that exactly right. 100,000 soldiers to fight for Israel, a nation that's known to be racist, plain and simple, a nation that doesn't like anyone, a nation that's known for perversion with kids and others. And Uganda, who has their own problems, are willing to be the lapdogs of Israel and go defend Israel, are people who don't like them, are people who look down on them, are people who basically despise them. You can't even make this up. But I'm gonna show you guys a brief clip of it, and then I'm gonna come back. And of course, when I come back, I'm definitely gonna be talking about this because it's sheer nonsense. Here we go.
A fresh diplomatic storm is brewing after Uganda's powerful army chief threatened Turkey and offered 100,000 troops to Israel. The statements, now partly deleted, are raising serious global concerns. At the center of this controversy is Muhoozi Kainerugaba, Uganda's chief of defense forces and son of President Yoweri Museveni. Known for his blunt and often controversial social media posts, this time he may have crossed a diplomatic line. In a now deleted message, Kainerugaba directly targeted Turkey. He warned that Uganda would end all diplomatic relations within 30 days if issues were not resolved. He didn't stop there. He also threatened to black Turkish Airlines, escalating the rhetoric even further. The post quickly triggered backlash and was later taken down. But this is not an isolated incident. Kainerugaba has repeatedly made strong pro-Israel statements, especially during the ongoing tensions involving Iran. In March, he made a dramatic declaration, saying he was ready to deploy 100,000 Ugandan soldiers to Israel to protect what he called the Holy Land, the land of Jesus Christ. He even claimed Uganda had offered support to both the United States and Israel. And perhaps most strikingly, in another deleted post, he claimed Ugandan forces could capture Tehran in 72 hours without bombing
You can't make some of this stuff up. You really can't. This Negro would be willing to send 100,000 crash dummies over into the death zone. Basically, I'm not saying that people are dummies, but they be acting as crash dummies. Just looking at some of the equipment, just in that article, okay, looks like some of that stuff that they got from the Civil War. I mean, did they really believe that they're going to run up on Turkey? Do they really believe that they're going to go into Iran and take over anything? I'll tell you something. They need to understand there's a big difference between the big boy warfare and the destruction of your own people in your country. There's a big difference. They need to understand that. You got a whole bunch of Uncle Ruckuses running these different nations in Africa, throughout Africa. And they believe that they're going to get points by helping the people who hate them and continue to oppress them and take advantage of them. Without question, Israel, they do not care for black folks. They do not care for tan folks. They do not care for brown folks. Hell, they don't even particularly care for white Christians. And that says a lot. They're a bunch of devils is what they are. A bunch of users. With all the stuff going on in Uganda right now, they would submit their own people to die for a nation that hates them. So, would you rather go in and be the lapdog to try to prove something to people who don't like you, or just build your nation? Take care of your people, build your nation, build your economy. There's nothing wrong with that. But they want to stick their toe into the deep waters, and then they fall in. You haven't learned anything from colonization. Nothing. It is some of the same people who colonized people of color throughout the world. Their ancestors are from there, and the US, and these other Caucasian nations. Worry about the affairs in your country, build your country, protect care of your country. Why can't you help and take care of other dark races within your continent if they need help? Nah, you don't gain anything with that. You only gain by helping Europeans in power who don't like you. The very stupidity of knowing about the slave trade throughout the world and then looking what Israel is doing right now, or for the last roughly 50 some years in Palestine. They basically colonized Palestine. And you Uncle Ruckuses over there, you Stevens, are still trying to help the oppressor. Okay, go ahead, tap dance. Be a good lapdog for massa. Stop it. Take care of your people. If your own people won't tell you, I hope you listen to my video and let it sink in. Make this make sense. Why you'd even consider that. Israel. And the people throughout the world right now are laughing. They're laughing. The equipment. I'll let you know what your military budget is. You trade for beans, so you give goats for a tank. I mean, get up to date. Start communicating with the free world, the updated world. There are nations all over on the continent of Africa that are very tech savvy. Put your minds, your resources together. Protect each other. Don't give your life for someone who wouldn't give a jelly bean for you. Talk. You gotta stop talking. Clear your own roads. Take care of your own people. Get your own affairs in line. Because if you go to Iran, you're gonna die. You're gonna die very violently, and you're gonna die very swiftly. They ain't playing. And they got a lot of tech just waiting for you. You don't know their terrain. You know nothing about being in Iran. But yet you're willing to just drop 100,000 crash dummies off This was slingshots, bow and arrows, and those old guns from Vietnam. That's what it appeared to be. You're in trouble. Stop it. Back it gracefully. Mind your own business. Again, take care of your country. Okay. Build. Build among the African nations. Let Israel go. Let America go. Let them fight their own battles. Okay. Both, especially in this current administration in the U.S., don't particularly care for people of color or minorities. They're showing that. But yet you step your hind parts up to defend what they believe in. Black people around the world, hope you guys are looking at this stuff with Uganda, shaking your head just like me, and you're thinking the same thing. Uganda, shut the hell up and sit down. Anyway, listen. This is Black Alert Radio, FTP. FTP is for the people. And I damn sure ain't racist, none of that kind of stuff. But white folks are sitting back laughing at this too. Some for a good reason, some for a bad reason. But the ones in it, like Israel, the US, they're thinking, oh, what kind Negroes? I'm pretty sure it's not the word that they're using right now to describe them. But anyway, please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to Black Alert Radio FTP. FTP is for the people. My name is Drew, and I am out.